Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, or welcome back to my channel. So for this look, I did use mostly Wet n Wild makeup, including the eyeliner. The only things that aren't Wet n Wild are my eyebrows, the inner glitter, and the white eyeliner that I have underneath the blue. But everything else, including the blue eyeliner and my entire face, is all Wet n Wild. So if you guys want to see how I got this look, just continue watching this video. So before I get into the whole video and the tutorial and all, I want to thank everybody for all the support that I had received on the very first video that I posted. A lot of my close friends and family were very supportive. I was honestly scared to create the channel, but I was considering it for a really long time. But my parents were actually very supportive in it also, so that is why I did decide to do it. If you guys want to see all the makeup looks that I've done in the past, just go ahead and follow my Instagram, and let's get to the makeup look. So we're just gonna jump right in and use this Wet n Wild bronzer. This is in the shade Sunset Striptease. I honestly wasn't too big of a fan of this one because it does have like little glitter reflex. You can't really see it in the pan, but when you apply it you could kind of see it. But I'm gonna put that all over my lid just for some color. It doesn't really have that much glitter, like you really can't see, but I just like my bronzers to be like 100% matte. One thing I did want to kind of talk about in this video is, so I actually have other videos filmed, but this one's gonna go up before it. I think I'm just gonna keep those as backup videos, because I did notice that also in the first video that I actually uploaded, I did notice that it looks like I'm always looking down. So I'm recording on my phone and my phone is sitting on my vanity, so a lot of the time when I'm looking down, it's because I'm looking at all the stuff that I have on my desktop. And I just feel like it looks like I'm not concentrated in the video, but I think those videos I'm just gonna keep as backup because they are already edited and everything. But I wanted to get this one up first before, and an unboxing video that's gonna come after this one, just because I was excited to actually upload those. See, I feel like you could see it more in this one, the glitter that it has. So that's all I'm gonna do as far as eyeshadow. I'm gonna use this Wet n Wild Mega Liner. This one is in the shade Voltage Blue. I know that this isn't Wet n Wild, but I'm gonna be using this Ben Nye Clown White paint pot. I really like this one because you could use it for SFX looks and you could also use it for eyeliner. You just have to set it because it is kind of oily, so it'll transfer. So like I said, the white is going to transfer if you don't set it. So I'm going to use this BH Cosmetics little white powder. It was from a palette, but I took it out and put it into my own magnetic palette because I use it for my SFX looks to set this exact putty thing. And I'm going to take this on a more precise brush and just set that. This eye is honestly always a lot easier for me to do, and eyeliner has always been my weakness because I have really shaky hands. So I've restarted on this side like 3 times, so I'm just gonna skip over this and I'll come back when I'm starting the face makeup. I'm not gonna lie, I was struggling a lot for a second. It took me 3 tries to get this eye, and I'm still not 100% happy with it, but that's the best it's gonna get. They don't look like 100% even, but that's because, like, if you didn't know, your eyes are both shaped differently. So even though you try to get them perfect, I mean, I'm sure somebody that's good at eyeliner could get them done better than me, but this is the best that I could do. I'm actually very surprised that I was able to do it this good because graphic eyeliner is not my thing. I've been practicing with it more, but it's still something that I struggle with. So now we're gonna start with the face. I'm gonna go in with this Dewy Wet n Wild primer. This one I did buy at Ulta, and as you can tell, it does have a bit of a tint to it. I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this because it does have small glitter reflex, so hopefully the foundation covers that. But I have combination skin, so I always just go in with the dewy primer on my cheeks, and then in my T-zone I'll put in a matte primer. I almost forgot to prime my T-zone. So for my T-zone, I'm gonna use my regular primers. This is the e.l.f. Matte Oil Control Primer. And then I'm gonna go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I know that these are in Wet n Wild, but I wasn't able to get a Wet n Wild matte one. When I ordered my makeup online at Ulta, they were actually sold out of the matte ones, so I didn't want to have to go to the store and pick it up. So now I'm gonna go in with my foundation. This is the original Photo Focus one from Wet n Wild. Mine is in the shade Golden Beige. And this foundation is amazing. I really like the fact that it has this type of paddle, just because I feel like it makes it easier to put on your foundation without making a mess. And then I'm gonna go in with my Equal Tools beauty sponge and just blend that out. So in today's video, I wanted to talk about school. So obviously, because we're in quarantine, everybody was stuck doing online virtual school, which isn't completely terrible. It's better safe than sorry, obviously. And I actually did finish my first year of college, and I know that it was National Commitment Day not too long ago, which, by the way, congratulations to everybody that committed to the universities that they've been wanting to go to. I myself am in a regular community college, which there's nothing wrong with it. I personally don't like my community college though. The advisors aren't very helpful. I actually had to switch my advisor literally within like the first week of being in school, because he was kind of just the type of person that was telling me like, you need to take this and that, and he wasn't telling me why. So my first semester I was going with a major in biology, and I realized right away that that just wasn't for me. I was hating it and I didn't know what I wanted to do. I was honestly thinking about joining the army, because I had no idea what I wanted to do, and I was like, well, I can't just sit around and not do anything. But I was still going to school, but it was just, I hated it. Like, I didn't want to be there because I wasn't doing what I felt like I actually wanted to do. I was going with a major in biology. I've always kind of wanted to be a doctor or a nurse, but the classes just weren't for me. So second semester, I did change my major to criminology. I'm going to school to try to be a cop. My ultimate goal is hopefully a homicide detective. That's honestly one of the biggest reasons why I hesitated so much to create this YouTube channel, because I feel like if you're going into a career working with the law, you have to be really, really careful what you publicize, just because obviously, you know, you have to meet standards. You have to, you know, look a certain way to the public. But so to set my face, I am using this Wet n Wild powder. This is in the shade Banana. So yeah, I mean, college for me, the first semester didn't go that well, like I said, since I did want to change my major. I just kind of pushed through and made it through the semester just because. But I honestly was like starting to give up on it, and I wasn't really going to class as often as I should have. But there's nothing wrong with that. I feel like very often people change their mind. You got to realize that when you're going to college, you're literally choosing what you're going to do for the rest of your life. A lot of people don't see it like that because we are young, but when you do go to college, you are choosing what you're going to do for the rest of your life. So it is kind of something that you really need to think about. And I know college isn't for everybody. I have a couple of friends that aren't in college, and there's nothing wrong with that. But I just feel like you always have to have a plan with what you're going to do with your life. But yeah, so high school for me, honestly, I had a terrible experience. My freshman year wasn't the worst. And then sophomore year, I was in school with my sister and my best friend, so that was good. But when they both graduated, I was kind of left alone, and I didn't want to make any friends because I was already working and I was volunteering outside of school. So I never joined any sports or anything. I was kind of always volunteering in some community youth group, which I really liked because it wasn't a church youth group, so there was like people from all over my area going to it, and it was really nice. So I feel like volunteering really made me a good public speaker, because I did get to speak in front of adults and a bunch of other kids in my community, so I really liked that. Also, I realized, so in the other videos that I had filmed that are gonna go up probably after this, or are just gonna stay in my computer for future videos in case that I ever don't have time to film, I do say a lot, and it's because I lose my train of thought, and I want to apologize for that because I know that it is annoying. A lot of the I edit out, but sometimes it's just kind of impossible because I also talk really fast. So sometimes it's literally like a 0.5 second period that it's impossible to cut out. So, but I am gonna work on that. I just don't want to have like a written out script because I feel like it's gonna sound so monotone. But honestly, that's just me. I've always been told that I talk really fast. Sometimes people are like, slow down, you know, like, what did you say? I didn't understand you. But I mean, the people I work with and my family are used to it. I forgot to mention, to contour, I did use this Wet n Wild contour palette. This is in the shade Dulce de Leche. I do believe that they have a darker one, but I've had this one forever and it's honestly amazing. So if you're a beginner in contouring, I would definitely recommend picking that one up. It's only a couple bucks. And then I am bronzing with this same bronzer that I used on my eyes. This is in the shade, again, Sunset Striptease. Now with this more translucent shade, I'm going to set in between my eyebrows and underneath my eyes. But yeah, I mean, obviously, since I do want to be a homicide detective, I would have to transfer out. I do have one school in mind, but the thing is, it is pretty expensive a semester. I think it's like $7,000 a semester, which nobody has that type of money to be paying a semester. So now for blush, I'm gonna go in with this one in Mellow Wine. This is a really pretty blush, and I'm actually gonna use a Wet n Wild brush. These, you could buy them at Walgreens, and they're honestly super good also. I have a couple of their eye brushes. I did used to have more, but I gave them away because I have a bunch of brushes and I like trying new things. So a lot of the time when I order new things, I give away stuff just to declutter. So now to highlight, I'm going to use their Mega Glow highlighters. This one is in the shade Precious Petals. I also have the one in Botanic Dream. This is more of a purple, but I want this one. It's more of a peachy tone. I've also tried their liquid highlighters, which are super good, but again, I gave those away to one of my friends just because I'm not really a liquid highlight person. I just wanted to buy them to try it. But if you're into liquid highlights, I would definitely recommend those. They're super pigmented and they last for a long time. I like putting the liquid highlights in my inner corner, how I did like in my first video with the ColourPop one. The primer is actually really nice. The foundation covered up all of the glitter that was in it. It wasn't a lot, but it's just, I've never used a dewy primer with glitter in it, so that was kind of weird to me. The one that I've been obsessed with for a really long time is the Hangover RX one by Too Faced. That one is really good, but I ran out of it, and since we're in quarantine, I can't go buy it. And I don't want to order it online just because. So this isn't from Wet n Wild. This one is actually from ColourPop. This is in the shade the Dark Sea. I'm pretty sure you could buy this alone, but it came in the frozen package that I bought. So then I'm going to take my NYX glitter glue. The top of this did pop off because I had it in a makeup bag and it was in my purse and the pressure of it just popped it off, but it still works fine. So I'm going to put this in my inner corner. I just want it to be a bit extra. And then I'm going to take this ColourPop glitter. As far as I know, Wet n Wild doesn't have anything that's like this, but if they do, comment down below so that I could try it. Because I love Wet n Wild products, like they're amazing. I think that just added a little extra. It looks so cute. I feel like you can't really see it on camera that well, but... So I don't have a Wet n Wild mascara. I have tried them before and they're really good. So I'm going to take this Urban Decay Perversion mascara. This one is so good. It's kind of expensive, but it's honestly worth the pretty penny. So Wet n Wild also has these really pretty catsuit lipsticks. This one is in the shade Toffee Talk. I think that's how you say it. I'm not sure. But I'm going to go ahead and put this on my lips. Okay, so that is it for this look. I actually really like how it came out, the end result. Like when I added the glitter and all, the eyeliner isn't 100% even like I said, but I don't really think you could tell. So I also wanted to mention to curl my hair. I know in my first video I didn't really have my hair done. It was just up in space buns. And the reason for that is because I want to dye it completely black. I do have some brown in it and I actually think it looks terrible because there's like no fade. It's just like my roots that have grown out, and then the brown, I don't really know if you could tell on camera, but I could tell in person and it bothers me. But to curl my hair today, I did use this Conair curling wand, and I have really thick hair, so using a regular like clamp curling wand doesn't work to keep my curls the entire day, especially with the humidity. You could tell like my baby hairs are kind of crazy. This one really helps to keep my curls the entire day. My curls will actually last about like 2 days because I wash my hair every other day only. So I'm not sure if this is going to be available still because I did get it like 2 years ago, but I really do want to recommend this to you guys. If you guys have thick hair and your curls do not last, this curling iron is going to like change the game completely. So if it is still available, I got it from Ulta. I'll try to find the link for it so I could put it down in the description. But yeah, this is the final look.